Oh shit. Here we
Man,
go again.
Are you about to? What's going on?
Seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please?
The show starts
right here, right
This
now.
is a message to all the haters out there. If you don't like what I do, but you watch everything I'm doing, you're still a fan.
We breaking news again. Hog HQ Live, tell a Razorback friend. Hot Adam DP, the squad you can trust. On every platform, we never adjust. From the hills to the streams, we the Hog Dream Team. Dropping Razorback gems, y'all know what I mean. Heart with the insight, sharp as a tusk. Adam takes heavy, break the mic in the dust. DP in the cut, stat sharp as a blade. Talking hoops, talking football, every play gets made. Razorback Nation, call it Hog Vibration. On Facebook, YouTube, even Twitch sensation. Instagram scrolling, X marks the spot. When the pigs hit the field, we reporting the plot. Hog HQ Live, breaking news worldwide. Razorback pride, we'll never divide. From the press to the streams, every sport, every scene, we the Hogs, we supreme. Living out the dream. Hog HQ Live, breaking news worldwide. Razorback pride, we'll never divide. From the press to the streams, every sport, every scene, we the Hogs, we supreme. Living out the dream. DP crunching numbers that I'm setting the tone.
What's going on, everybody? This is your main man, Ox Smooth Baron, and you're tuned in to Hog HQ. Woo! Pig Sue! Wee! Go Hogs!
Hey.
Hey, let me get my energy right. It's the guys, and we back. Another episode of Hog HQ Live brought to you by the Hog Talk Podcast. This gentleman right here, this is Mr. Hart, and this gentleman right here, this is Adam. I am DP. Look, I am your host for the evening. And as always, you see it at the bottom of the left screen. Tell a friend and tell a friend. And we are back again with another great episode. Y'all know why we're here. And we're going to get to it. Please stay tuned. Please stay locked in. Also, Hog News will be throughout the show. So stay locked in for that. We won't hold until the end. We do have some information in regards to why we didn't get certain people. We will discuss that as well. We will touch on some basketball real quick. But for the most part, we understand why most of you guys are here. We love to hear from you guys in the comments, so make sure to keep the comments rolling. Who's that text me? Mom just texted me. So love to hear from you guys in the comments, so make sure you keep those comments coming. We'll definitely tap in and see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm still changing the fonts.
It's cool. This is the thing. Before we get rolling, if you look at Adam, he don't have on the hat tonight. If you recognize, like, you don't use a kid and you was like in your feelings and you was hurt, you used to tuck your arm in your sleeve. You see how this man is right now? You don't even have the same energy. Like, this man is depleted. And I am too, and I'm sure Hart is. His phone been blowing up all day getting information about Hog News, etc. It's a lot to digest, and we'll go into it. I tried my best. I've communicated with Jamie Tidwell.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Tidwell in the DM. He hit me up. We've been going back and forth, as well as Jason Crow. Just kind of discuss. There you go, my guy. So we've been going back and forth, kind of discussing what's going on, man, and everybody trying to get each other thoughts about it. This almost, and I hate not to say it. I hate to say it like this. With so much that I've dealt with in my personal life this year, it feels like another death. It feels like you just exhausted and you don't have anything left. This is what this feels like. And I told Jamie that, hey, I'm trying to come off the ledge from doing this whole full-on rant and knocking over this damn computer. But what I will try to do today, at least myself, is try to talk about both sides of it. Me and the guys talked about this before the show started.
Let's be clear.
Yeah.
There will be 2 segments to the Ryan Silverfield part of the show. One segment will be our initial gut reactions, just ho-humming it along. The second segment will be the rants. They will be the petty moments.
Yeah.
But again, I will just put this out there. The hostility that may come, the rants that are coming, whatever, has nothing to do with Ryan Silverfield as a coach.
Correct.
He is a man that accepted a job at the University of Arkansas. So has nothing to do with him. It has to do with the powers that be, mainly the clown running the show.
And we'll make sure to post a shirt, a very popular shirt that has been selling via the internet. So y'all stay locked in for that. That will drop to their website so you guys are familiar with what's going on. But as we do, we're going to go ahead and start the show, fellas, and go ahead and get it popping. Woo Pig Suey, I'm cool with the hire, but most importantly, I'm behind the coach. Let's go kick ass. Once again, find a positive. Mr. Risa, good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Mr. Risa.
Hey, Mr. Risa.
Justin, watching on YouTube. Somebody else. Okay, that was you,
That was
Justin.
him.
Yeah, initially. Okay, got you. Collier, I have no idea who you are, but I'm glad that you are on here because I'm seeing you everywhere now.
Everywhere.
I'm seeing you on other podcasts. No shade, but you leaving real deal comments. I love what you're doing, brother. Who we getting as DC? See this. Once again, I got to figure out who you are because you understand. That's what I want to know. Anyone?
Well, we do have a new GM coming in already.
Oh yeah.
Hog News.
Y'all stay locked. Brad, glad to see you, brother. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Absolutely. We're glad you're on here checking us out. Hunter, tell a friend and tell a friend. Let's go. Hey, nice intro, Adam. Yeah, Adam do his thing with them intros, man. Matt, before you get into everything else, I just got to say, how about them Cowboys?
Did they win?
How about them Cowboys? No, they won. They won. They beat the Chiefs, beat the Eagles the last 2 weeks.
Forgot about that.
We talk about this.
I was torn, though. I was torn,
Because you're not really a Cowboys fan, or like what
that, and I just went to the Chiefs game, and that's who they were playing. So,
got you. Yeah, the Cowboys. I can't lie, the Cowboys look good. Calling the Hogs from the loop. Appreciate you checking us out, Todd. Don't DP look like? You know what? Hey, man, this is what I recognized about you last week, Mr. Green. Anytime you just admire another man's looks, it's giving suspect. That's all I'm saying. We're going to keep pushing, though. Oh, snap, it must be bad. Yeah, Lord help Joseph. Yeah, it's a situation. I want to hear what everybody got to say. Ryan, we weren't that bad. And Ryan, thank you. Thank you again for being who you are and doing what you do. We definitely appreciate it. Just rip the Band-Aid out, guys. Okay, boom. Miss Reese said, let's get to it. Hunter is trash. He is. I'll keep my comments for Hunter in a second. All right. We're gonna get into it. Let's get into the Hog HQ sports SEC roundup. I'm sorry. So much going on. There's so much going on tonight, bro.
And with the SEC scores and standings and stuff, we will, talk about the coaches that went other places, all that stuff, because we're going to give the Arkansas coaching decision its own segment later on. So we'll touch on the other coaches during this.
Gotcha. All right. So week 14 scores as the season is ending. A&M in Texas. Can you say what do you call this week in particular? What do you call it?
Rivalry week.
Can you say that 3 times?
Nope.
Okay, gotcha.
I had to think hard enough to say it the first time.
That's what's up. I appreciate transparency, brother. All right, so Texas A&M, Texas is playing well at the right time. Got to get them credit. I didn't think that they would beat Texas A&M. I thought Texas A&M was rolling. I do know that the quarterback Reed was injured, and they weren't the same on offense. So it was what it was. But Texas took care of business. Arch Manning looked like who we thought he would be at the beginning of the season. Even
he just needed that Arkansas game.
That's what it is. I'm telling you, man. They need to give Arkansas some ROI or something when they players get drafted off Arkansas film. Either way it go, Texas took care of business and bumped off A&M. UGA and Georgia Tech 16-9. Georgia take care of business and will meet with Alabama in the SEC championship. Ole Miss versus Mississippi State, the Egg Bowl, 38-19. Kippen's last game. LSU and OU was an interesting game throughout. It was kind of boring at the same time. LSU hung in there, but OU found a way to get it done, staying on defense and making plays. And they got a wide receiver that's pretty nice. He played for Arkansas.
Oh, yeah, Satania. I remember that kid.
World-class speed. He ran 22 miles per hour. Now he's on another team, ready to go to NFL. Alabama and Auburn, the Iron Bowl. Great game. That was a great game if you don't like either team, but it was a great football game to watch. Came down to it. Cam Coleman ended up getting hit in the corner by the sideline. They ripped the ball out, recovered the ball, game over. But that was a great game to watch. This goes to show sometimes it doesn't matter what the score is on these games. If it's a rivalry, you just never know what happened. Tennessee and Vanderbilt. My boy Diego, man. His brother got arrested. That's how crazy that weekend was. His brother
because they told their family that they weren't going to stand on the ledge and whatnot, and they still did.
Hey, man.
Hey.
It is
I saw something that they were like, they think that they're the Kardashians of college football or something.
You have to capitalize on when you're hot. Let's be clear.
Hey,
all it takes is one video. One video.
Yeah. Ask him.
That's Kim Kardashian. All right. Missouri and Arkansas, we already know the outcome of that game. We can't be Missouri. I don't know why. Louisville and UK.
Kentucky,
Is Stoops still hired? Does Stoops still have a job?
As of last night, yeah.
Gotcha. All right. That is an embarrassing loss. But it was what it was. But at least they got SEC wins. Moving on. Clemson and South Carolina. I thought South Carolina may make something happen in that game. Clemson has been looking pretty all year, but they found a way to get it done to close out the season. Florida State and Florida. Florida scoring 40 points on Florida State. It's amazing from first game to last game what Florida State turned into.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think they beat Alabama the first game of the season, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, and now they just got shellacked. It's not like they had a buttload of injuries. They just, I don't know.
They were just getting ready for their new coach, John Summerall.
Mm-hmm. They're hyped up.
There you go.
6 years, $7.5 million.
Technically, they weren't the night before they found out. There was a lot of fans pissed off.
LSU is going to be a powerhouse, whether you want to admit it or not, because you're going to have your players that are going to go to LSU just because it's LSU.
Mm-hmm.
Couple that with the players that he'll bring in. And I figure he'll be there until the Alabama job comes open, and then he'll go to Alabama. I just want to know if anybody in the comments knows, because I really don't know the answer to this, is him going to his third SEC team as head coach the most in SEC history? For one coach to, because there's a lot of coaches that have coached two teams, but I couldn't think of any more that have coached three.
Let's be clear. For Adam to ask a question that he don't already know the answer to,
Mm-hmm. I
That's
chose.
that's an anomaly of itself because the running joke is why ask Siri when you can ask Adam? Like
Now I'm asking the crowd.
there you go. So let's find out. Somebody will know. Ty, do you know? Is Ty in here? Ty usually knows stuff.
Does Buster know?
You now I gotta take up for Buster. Because all the crap that Buster talked about, this is how people are feeling today. So he hasn't been wrong. He's just been tired of it a long time ago. Y'all gonna let Silverfield be great? Who knows?
New and significant financial support. And what we get, a bargain bin coach that no one else was trying to get, and Memphis fans wanted fired. Ryan seems like a nice guy, but his speech to the players sounds like Chad Morris 2.0, and he's the second lowest paid coach in the SEC. See you guys in 3 years doing this again. Well, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
But I'll say this. I sent out a text to some friends, and it was just like, it was a picture of Ryan Silverfield addressing the team, and it just said, caption this. Because I'm just sitting here thinking, like, do you walk in and say, hey, guys, I'm the coach that beat you earlier this year? Hey, guys, none of you are going to be here in 2 weeks. Like, how does that conversation go? Right. And to be quite frank, and some people may not like this train of thought, but after yesterday's game against Missouri, after all this, the whole team can go. Go enter the transfer portal. I do not care at this point. Get an entirely new team, top to bottom. So that's just where I was at after yesterday. But no, I mean, I didn't even listen to what he said because all of those things are, I mean,
coach speak.
Yeah, coach speak. What's he going to say when you come in? Like, hey guys, we're never going to see each other again unless you play the team that you transfer to.
Right.
Like, I just think it was all just kind of for show.
Yeah. We'll take a look at the standings. Matt, I will definitely get your take on some of these coaching changes after I'm done with this. So looking at the standings, Alabama and Georgia once again playing the SEC championship. You got Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Texas, Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, Missouri, Tennessee, LSU, Kentucky, Florida. I've never seen Kentucky. Well, okay, Kentucky, Florida, Auburn, Mississippi State, South Carolina, and Arkansas with 0 conference wins. As someone who lives in Memphis, I had tons of people at church and my neighbors thank us for taking Silverfield.
A lot of folks I'm gathering from the Memphis crowd were they liked him, but didn't feel like he ever accomplished anything.
You act like as if you were such a powerhouse before he got there.
Mm.
Now you had some decent coaches for sure. But as far as like longevity, being able to win postseason wins, that's probably I think at some point you start feeling yourself at Memphis and felt like you deserve more. I get it. There's nothing wrong with that. Adam should be handling all type of stuff on the hill. Look, man, Titan Pig, he definitely could do it. Y'all are hitting the trade bit. Hey, I seen it. Go ahead.
Walk and talk was that was refreshing to see.
It was,
because outside of, I mean, really, when you go to the ones that are that like close and connected to the athletic department, a lot of them pull their punches. They bite their tongues. And I felt like he finally just like let loose and let it out. God only knows what tomorrow's Chuck and Bo show is going to sound like. So I'm not going to listen to it, but I'm sure folks will tell me all about it.
You can listen to the Morning Mayhem with Basil. They got Trey Schapp's going to be on explaining his whole timeline and everything tomorrow.
And that's the thing too, because I know a lot of folks are coming after him and comments and whatnot. As far as a lot of us understood, he was given that information from somebody within South Florida, somebody close to Golish's camp or in Golish's camp. It's not like he just pulled it out of his ass. So it's one of those things like we always talk about here. A lot of these things are fluid. Things happening at the 11th hour, changes happen. Because, I mean, as of 2 a.m. this morning, Golish was set to be announced, and we'll get into all that later. But things happen. Trey usually doesn't report things unless he's pretty certain on his source. So the folks coming after him, I mean, are you just mad that it wasn't Golish? I mean, what are we really mad at? Are we mad that we didn't get the coach that you wanted? Had you accepted that Golish was going to be our coach and you were just ready for it? Does it make Arkansas look like, what is it that, or is it just the flat out like finger pointing? You get to blame somebody.
Or Is it that DP keep telling you every coaching search? It's not the first guy. It's not the second guy. And we'll keep moving on because I definitely want to get into it when we get to this segment. I don't want to get off script because we'll be going all night talking about this crap. All right, so those are the SEC standings. I feel he's working on in-state. Yeah.
Yeah, because they moved that presser till Thursday because, Hunter Yurchek has to do his college football playoff interview so he can pull out more bullshit like
6, 7.
Yeah.
It's priorities.
Lame as hell, boy. That boy lame as hell, boy. Okay, look, we'll get into it. It's so much more to digest. We will definitely tap in. We do want to get into Hog Hoops. We definitely want to get into Hog Hoops and talk about Arkansas versus Duke this past week. We said this last week before on the last show. Cam Boozer is probably the number one pick in the NBA draft. He is a grown-ass man. And we don't have anybody on our team that's a grown man. What did Larry
Johnson say to Nolan Richardson? You better go get some men or whatever.
Yeah. That's what we need. Jay Johnson, thank you for tapping in. I seen you in the building. Glad you are joining us this evening. You got to give us some update on your son. We never talked about it. You got to give us an update on that whenever you feel free. Whether it's in the DM or on the show or in the comments, let us know. But with the basketball game. So I talked about this the other week, and I was kind of leading up to it. I'm like, so when we lose, this is why we're losing, right? I brought up Michigan State. We got beat in the paint. We got beat on boards, points in the paint. We played, what's the little school?
Winthrop.
We got beat on the perimeter. It was a combination of both. It was a combination of both. Looking at it, it was a situation where I seen Pringle got beat up on, and then he came back and got his lick back. I'm not mad at that. Ewan is still soft to me. He's just soft. I don't care what you say. He's soft. Trevor Brazile, sir, you got to stop the damn ball. You can't have your guy and your teammate running side by Cam Boozer and then watching him be like, why he?
But he had that cool, put back dunk.
It was a situation where I was like, I don't know if we have any dogs. I love the attitude of Pringle when he does get fired up. I don't think we have enough guys who actually handle the ball that are dogs like that. Like, who don't want to be embarrassed, who want to go the extra mile within the parameters of the rules and make some things happen. I don't think we have a guy like that. I do like Darius Acuff trying to be consistent. Malik Thomas kind of disappeared this game.
Hey, so let me ask something. This is just a comparison, and I'll ask both of y'all if you want to share your opinion and insight on what I'm about to ask. So Pringle was ready to throw hands against dude from Winthrop.
Yep.
But he didn't want to against, Cam Boozer or anybody on Duke. Why is that? What's the difference between the two?
Because I feel like Matt, go ahead.
No, I'm just nodding my head. I know what he's getting at.
Just curious.
Okay, just curious. So I think that's an intimidation factor. You knew damn well little buddy wasn't gonna swing on you, so you grabbed the by his jersey and tossed him down. You also know that dude that you tried to run up against Duke, he a grown man, and his brother on the team.
Man, his dad was sitting in the crowd.
And his dad
with his fake beard.
Yeah, you'll get stumped out. He ain't really about that life. Now, I will say, little buddy from who do we play?
Jackson State.
Thank you. Number 13.
Yep.
Both of you, yeah. He a dog.
When the smallest dude on the court starts hopping up and down, like if you want to go, you want to do something, you have something to worry about.
Yeah, that's one of them. Let's take it outside, or what the white boy say? You want to go? You want to go, buddy?
Is that what we say?
I don't know if you say that, but I've heard dudes on Dixon Street when I was in college say that, and they got their ass knocked out because they was drunk talking crazy. But either way, it is what it is. So number 13 he about that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely with you, but he was scared. He didn't really want no smoke with them boys. It was what it was. Either way it go, I think all these losses that Arkansas is taking, they need to lose.
We've said that Brazil's not a 5. I mean, we wholeheartedly agree. Brazil's not a 5. He's a stretch 4.
Correct.
Anytime Brazil is the biggest guy on the court for Arkansas, we have a problem, especially when the team we're playing has a true 5.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something. This was a game that you had to have Malik Ewan or Nick Pringle in the entire game. But it's what happens when you get in foul trouble.
Jared, I've seen that as well. I don't know if he's thanking him for the season or he's hitting the portal. That's interesting to me. I don't think he's what, a red shirt sophomore now? I don't know if he's even eligible. He may be, but he ain't got enough film to be trying to go to the NFL. So maybe I'm assuming he's hitting the portal. That's what I got from that. I seen the damn same post that you did.
Well, I mean, he's only played 3 years and one was red shirt. No, wait, that was the bowl. So freshman, sophomore, junior, yeah, he still got eligibility.
Gotcha. So he may be hitting the portal. That's what I seen when I that's what I got from it. They can't rebound, they can't get buckets again, guys. Yep, and absolutely.
And this is what happens too. Like we talked about, I think it was against Winthrop, when you only have one guy that can score. I mean, I know we had Malik Thomas with 13, Brazil with 11, Acuff with 21, but that game that, like, I think it was Winthrop that Malik had 26 and there was like nobody else really behind him or whatever. This is what happens with this team when only one of these guys are truly scoring up and around 20 or more. That they haven't clicked yet. That's the thing. I still firmly believe, even though he didn't show up points wise, I think that DJ Wagner needs to be running this offense.
Agreed.
I think that Acuff needs to be the 2. I mean, his time, Acuff's time will come. But I just think as it stands right now, DJ Wagner has a better sense of the floor and being a floor general.
He
gets them in sets and stuff.
Yeah. So this is something though that the schedule was made for a reason. Coach Cal knows what he's doing. He wants this team to click before SEC play. He doesn't want to start 0-5 in the SEC again.
Right.
So 7 games down. I think they have 24 to go before postseason. So there's plenty of time. They got Louisville coming up Wednesday. Please, if you have tickets, show up. It's the number 6 team in the country coming to Bud Walton Arena.
Oh, and chances are your new football coach will be announced and be able to wave at the crowd at the game. That's how they usually do that.
Oh, yeah, they do that. He'll probably come out at halftime or before the
game.
Don't
boo him. Don't boo him.
Yeah, remember, this isn't a him issue. This is Hunter Yurchek problem.
Maybe they're going to protest. You think they're going to protest at the game?
Maybe they'll have more than 30 people show up.
Gotcha. But I digress.
Protest by saying fire Hunter.
Dude, that would be so embarrassing if people say fire your ass.
Expedite your clown show shirts and get them.
There you go.
For the game Wednesday.
And we're going to pull it up at some point. I just want to address this and we'll move on for basketball and let you guys got something. About the hooking.
The hook.
Right. So if you're a player and you're a coach and you see the opposing team doing that, don't you make adjustments in game?
You should, if the refs aren't calling it.
Yeah. So if you got a flop to get it, that's what you do. You figure it out.
You may have to risk, obviously getting a foul called on yourself or whatever the case may be. But yeah, you adjust and you do something to blatantly point it out to either get the refs to start calling it or just to show that you're not going to keep putting up with it.
Right. Right. All right. Anything else on basketball before we move on for what the people are really here for?
No, I'm good.
Gotcha.
What time is it? 8:37.
Yeah. Want to do it?
I didn't know if we wanted to just run a little 30-second yawn session.
All right, and we are
go get water this time.
Coca-Cola product, yeah. Keep on buying them. Look. So what do you make an A&W float?
No.
What?
No. I don't know the last time I had a root beer float.
So the little boy in you has just disintegrated. You need that in your life, man. Bring back memories. It's nostalgic.
No, because then I tried the Bluebell came out with a root beer float ice cream and the Dr. Pepper ice cream, and all it tasted like was a flat root beer float. And then,
Gotcha. Real quick before we get into this banter, if you will, thank everyone that is hitting these doggone reaction buttons up here. Max Woodard, Randy, Dusty, Michael, Donna, Max, Tracy, Chris, Mr. Ogden. All right, it's a whole lot of people in here doing it. We just had Thanksgiving. Did you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving?
It was all right.
It was all right. Okay.
How was yours?
It was fine. I was tired. I really could have just sat at home and not be bothered with nobody. But it's Thanksgiving, and it's that time of year where you try to be around family members and eat real good and all that good stuff and watch football. I had a lot of housework to do. Really, I only ate one plate and I didn't take any leftovers home because we did not host. So I'm thankful for that. So yeah, it was what it was. Other than that, we just had the major, fixings.
That was the first day of my vacation, so I still have. I don't go back to work till like December 8th, December 4th, something.
So I got like
next week.
I got like almost 17. I got a lot of days of vacation.
Well,
So at some point, I'm telling myself, I'm 2026. I basically worked 11 months out of a year. I'm gonna use it all in 1 month.
Well, I got till next week off, and then I have Christmas Eve through New Year's off. So
awesome sauce. My birthday is on the 7th, by the way. Yeah, I'm about to put up what's it called?
50th?
No, not yet. We're not there. I see what you tried to do, but because I'm a mature gentleman, I don't get bothered by shit like that. At this point in my life, I'm happy to be here. There's so many people leaving this earth this year for me. I'm happy to be here. So I'm good with it. You feel me? All right, let's go ahead and get into this good old jazz that we are here about to talk about. Adam, do you want to lead this?
Well, first, will there be news on what they committed to giving Ryan Silverfield to NIL? No, everything's preliminary at this point. There's all we can take is the financial backing that we've told that he was going to be getting. We don't know numbers and figures yet, but we do know. Boom. 5 years, 6.7 mil. So here's the thing. I mean, do you want me to start the soapbox? DP,
why does Todd know me so well? He knows.
He's watched enough shows.
Oh, I got something. I'll get to it.
Go ahead. I wake up this morning. Are we just doing like a run through of how we felt today? Okay.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Woke up in the morning not feeling like P. Diddy and looking through messages and whatnot. Yeah. And I see that like, hey, this is supposed to be announced for Alex Golish at noon. This message was sometime after 2 a.m. So sometime, which we'll get into later, between 2 a.m. and 9:30 a.m., things changed. Then we start seeing it's the Silverfield show. Like I've said multiple times in this show, I said on Hog Talk, I have no ill will towards Ryan Silverfield. I just felt very defeated. It's one of those, and I had people on the previous show ask, like, why are we for Golish and we're not for Silverfield? And I think a lot of it for me was, it's kind of like you convinced yourself over several days that, like, hey, this is the guy. I'm going in and I'm finding interviews on his philosophies, on his player evaluations, on how he runs his teams, how he runs his program, what he expects of his players. And so you get kind of hyped for that because a lot of the stuff in these interviews we haven't seen in a long ass time here in Arkansas.
Right.
So to hear that was pretty refreshing. And then also too, like I talked about last week, one of his offensive coordinators who he's taken to Auburn with him is a former teammate of mine from Northside, Cody Burns. And so I thought it would have been cool as shit to have somebody that I've known for so long, even though we haven't spoken in quite a while because life. But, to have a former teammate possibility to be right up there on the hill didn't come to fruition. So I was kind of defeated in that sense. I felt like here we go once again. We couldn't go get the guy that we wanted, which in this sense was Alex Golish, because obviously James Franklin didn't happen. Eric Morris went to Oklahoma State, whatever. So I felt like we whiffed again. I felt like we lost. I felt like it was back in, 2019, 2020, 2019 when Ole Miss got Lane Kiffin because we didn't want to pay up.
Right.
So I just felt like here we go once again with this bullshit athletic director who doesn't care. It is what it is. So I think a lot of it was just the feeling of defeat, feeling of disappointment. Like I said, it has nothing to do with Ryan Silverfield. So I'm going to be supportive of him. But at the same time today, I felt like, and I sent this text to y'all, like I felt like this morning very defeated in the sense that I didn't even want to I don't want to talk about Razorback football anymore. I was like, hey, let's shift gears to college football as a whole, SEC football. Like, I'm just done. Obviously that's probably not going to happen. Maybe that's just a whole nother show that comes out of all this. Who knows? I don't know. I felt like it was almost like a slap in the face.
Yep. Hart, what you got there, sir?
To be honest with you, I'm still trying to process it. I've been trying to think of how I'm even going to word Hog News tonight, and I just cannot come up with the words. I feel defeated. That's a good way to put it. The way Adam said it. It just, you kind of thought you had one dream date or so, or you convince yourself of one, you talk yourself into it, and then it gets snatched from you. And you find yourself settling a little bit for the fourth best option out of four. And it just, I can't believe I've sat around watching all this AAC football and talk and we end up with this. Now, I do want to agree or state publicly also that I am going to back Silverfield. I'm not going, it's not against him. It's just, it's Yurchek. It's Hunter. It's just another thing that he's found a way to let go of the rope on. And just like we haven't had the stadium named in over 2 years, when you knew it was expiring, so you could really even say 3 to 4 years, they should already have a plan in place, among all the other things. And it's just it's a distrust in our athletic department and the leadership, plain and simple. Everybody making the decisions are not in touch with the Razorback fans, and it is evident all the way from the game experience to, you could possibly even see some with the coaching hiring.
Initial response. So running a lot of errands today with the fam. Phone keeps pinging. You guys are texting. My other guys are texting. I'm looking like, what the hell is going on? Maybe we made the hire. So I looked at something that one of you guys had sent. I'm looking like, the Memphis dude? Like, what's up with him? So I was really waiting on the Lane Kiffin domino to fall. I was waiting for that to happen. I think a lot of things will happen after that. I think a lot of people were on hold waiting on what Lane Kiffin would do. If Lane Kiffin had announced prior to today, I think a lot of things would have changed overnight, to be honest with you. But it was a situation where I felt like, here we go again with this bullshit. Here we go again, reaching for the stars. I keep saying it year after year, it's never the first guy. So I don't give a damn, and much respect to Hart with what he got. All the intel that he got, he also says that it's fluid. It's never going to be the first guy, because Arkansas is serious about football, and it has shown over the past decade. Unless you're going to drop a duffel bag on the coach's head and just say, hey, we're offering these things, rev share, NIL. We're also working on structures within the school to make more money, and we're also building on the stadium. And if you're not doing that, which I've seen from Virginia Tech, who did it very well, Virginia Tech made the call early as far as firing the coach, and they went and swung for the fences.
Mhm.
I initially look at it, and I'll say this other part for the next segment. To be honest with you, no matter how you feel, and nobody's wrong in how they feel right now. Like it's not our place to judge somebody on how they feel. Like that's one thing I learned in life, not just in sports, but like it's not your intent, it's how you make people feel under your check. So if you're watching this, just understand, regardless of what you're on, I'm all for you trying to further your career with the college football playoff. I'm all for that, sir. At the same time, your main job is athletic director at the University of Arkansas, which means you have to make quality hires. You have to actually get with the board of trustees and make a quality hire that furthers that program going forward. We know that this is the number one program that brings the most money. At the end of the day, we're a track school if we're talking championships, okay? But we also know the love and the passion the Razorback fans have for football. With that being said, we have whiffed on hires for years and years and years. And this is another situation where who do you hire? I understand the crowd that says we should have just kept Bobby at this point. I understand the people who said we could have just kept Pittman for what we looked like during the season. I get it all. I'm not discrediting anybody.
Mhm.
But we're back at the place where we're saying, well, at least he wants to be here. And it made me think, who's fighting to be at Arkansas? What coach? Because at some point, somebody told me Dan Mullen was just, he couldn't wait to get the SEC. He couldn't wait to come to Arkansas and turn it around. But I'm looking at it, I'm trying to figure out who actually wants to be at this dumpster fire of a fucking university when the athletic director got his hand up his ass and not even focused on the job at hand. It's a lot to deal with. You got to consider these people have to move their families from wherever they're currently at to come to Fayetteville and make things happen. You got to understand, you're competing in the SEC. You're the doormat of the SEC. You have to contend with recruiting, and you don't produce top 10 or top talent within the borders of the state, which means you have to have a good blueprint. And Silverfield, being who he is, I congratulate him for saying, I did what I did in my time at Memphis. I built up a program. I've had winning seasons, winning in the postseason, and now I want to take my talents to the SEC. I applaud him for that. I do. But it's just frustrating as a fan who are passionate about this team and the memories that we all have of when we had success at University of Arkansas on the football side to be in another situation where we're hiring another coach. And as fans, we're all dissatisfied because we feel like we're better than what we're getting as a coach. We got to give this guy time to get his team together, to get his staff together, to see what the defense coordinator looks like, to see what the money looks like as far as NIL. All these things have to take place. But as of right now, initial hearing of everything is just very discouraging. It's like we're back in this place again. It's like the Truman Show. You just wake up and it's the same shit every day. It just feels like we're back in the same spot again. So it's very disheartening as a fan to really be in a cycle of distrust by the leadership at the University of Arkansas. So those were my initial thoughts in regard to what I got when I got the information. Adam?
This is what they do in
the jazz scene. No doubt. Is it time for the rant section?
Well, I mean, let's go through some comments first because there's a lot I haven't looked at yet.
Gotcha.
And
you got to put the shirt up here. You got to put the shirt there. Somebody asked about the shirt, so you got to put it up there at some point when you get ready.
I mean, I've got it right here.
I want to catch up. My boy T. Roy in here. My boy and T. Roy in here. I seen it. Is it? Okay, you talk about that while I find this comment.
Oh, just if you ever want your Hunter Yurchek clown shirts, get them at T Public. So pick different colors, different styles of shirts. Also, shout out to Shannon who let me know, or threw me another shirt idea earlier today. We almost always get the coach. And for those who haven't seen it, that's there was a shirt that's been going around the last season or so that's we almost always win.
Yeah.
Or get the win or whatever. And so just play on that. But for the S's and G's, that shits and giggles for y'all that don't know. Yeah. Get your shirts. The pettiness rolls deep. I should put that on a shirt too.
There you go. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy right here, Mr. Braswell, aka T. Roy, Squad for Life. Look, that runs deep. This is J.A. Fair alumni, the youngest judge in the state of Arkansas. Y'all better Google my boy. When I tell you we got pictures in hey man. Troy, I'm proud of the man you have become. I remember you in high school. Yeah. But that's my guy. That's my guy. So Adam, before it was you, it was Troy.
Who's got better hair?
Troy got some cool hair, and he played baseball, so he used to take off his hat and do like this.
I haven't seen Adam do that.
See, Adam don't want his head to move. He like Jimmy Johnson. He don't want his shit to move. He just smooth like that.
What are you talking about?
Football needs to get its own AD. LOL. We're doing a Hunter Bus leaving sketch. Hey, at some point I got to figure out when they're gonna make that move. To be honest with you, we gonna get some make that move.
Yeah, I got an idea. I got an idea. We could probably make something over that.
Okay, got you. You moved the damn comments. The comments keep coming. I missed a bit. Okay, so
what are you talking about?
I don't know. Okay, that was stop. Okay, y'all comment. I can't even catch it. Keep commenting, but I'm gonna catch it either way it go. Yeah. That's comments in DP. We're at the heart. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. And like I said, I think back to when Hunter Yurchek made the comment about people in the state donate money. This is what you give us to donate money to? It's a slap in the face at the end of the day. Like, people work hard for their money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people want to be entertained their downtime with their everyday life. And the Razorbacks is that for Arkansas fans, for Arkansas natives. For you to give us this crap and then act like we should be okay or happy with it, it's very disheartening. It's very disheartening that you're not swinging for the fences to get the best coach available, or going to get a guy who's on a staff that's going to make the college football playoff. I can take that. Summerfield coming in to prove all the negative fans wrong. Chip on the shoulder now. Ty, I definitely agree with that. I do like that aspect of it. I felt like Martin McGee waiting on the hire. Yeah. I thought Otis had some intel, and then all of a sudden it backfired, and then he said some other shit. Gotcha. You talked about the stadium. Shannon said T-Move Stadium since it seems to be the theme of the hill. Hey, Shannon, interesting you made that comment. I felt like at some point, I know we were frustrated about the hire. We felt we would get somebody else. At this point, when Sam Pittman said blue light special, he wasn't lying. I think a lot of people need to just understand this is who you are. Whether you want to accept it or not, this is who you are. And until we get a coach that proves that you're not, that's exactly who you are, because you've proven it over and over again that you are not a team that's going to compete for the SEC championship, let alone the national. This not on the bot and boosters as well? BOT. Go ahead.
It started out on that, and from what I've gathered, it started out with them leading the charge when they tried to get Lashley and tried to get Franklin, and then after that, they just kind of backed off and said, "All right, Hunter, run it and see what you can do." And we saw what we got, and we'll dig a little deeper when we get into Hog News on that. Not too deep, but we'll dig a little deeper on it.
If he's proven to you over and over again he doesn't make solid hires other than Eric Musselman, why the fuck? Why would you let him do that? Why would you put that in his hand? It's okay. So what's remember we talked about Buddy from Dallas Mavericks that was on the sideline, courtside?
Mm-hmm. I forgot his name. Yeah.
And we felt like
Nico.
he got blackballed, and the guy above him was really making the moves just to set him up to get fired. This could be a same scenario, to be honest with you. It could be a scenario. Hunter Yurchek is just eating his Cheerios and sipping the milk. I just made that up, but it sounded cool. As if people been saying it for years. It is what it is. Nail on the head right there. Yep. Other than that, man, I feel like it's time to get into it. I don't know, Adam, what you waiting on. But I just want to start this segment off, and you can have it. I just want to start the segment off and say, Hunter Yurchek, if you're watching, you're a bitch.
Are we going to do Hog News first?
Hunter Yurchek is a bitch.
If you're ready for it, we can do it.
Let's just do Hog News, then we're going to do our rants, and then we're going to circle back to Hog News just so everybody's on the same page. We got about 340 people in here. So let's just give the people what they want.
Let's do it.
It's time for some hog news.
All right. Well, from what I've been told, yes. I mean, we knew about Lashley and Franklin and all that. Golish was a target. I haven't confirmed that he accepted it, but I think there was somewhat of an agreement in principle. But once they got into things, that's when things fell apart. And basically, Hunter Yurachek is the reason why we do not have Alex Golish as a coach, which is just like Hunter Yurachek is the reason why we do not have or did not have Lane Kiffin as our coach. I cannot go into any more details at the moment. I hope I can elaborate a little later, but I'm asked to do this to protect people. So I am not going to elaborate on any of the details of what Hunter did or what he asked for, but you can draw your own conclusions. But I will say money was not the issue. We had the money, but that was not the topic. So that is all of that part of the news. Now we already know about the salary for Silverfield being 6.7 a year. We'd offered Golish 7 a year. He ended up going to Auburn for 7.4. And then you got Silverfield that went for 7.5 to Florida. But I hope to eventually get a timeline. I've already started working on one, and I'm hoping to get one nailed out for future show or something we can post and kind of see how all this worked out.
Gotcha. Adam?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and fire off some of the. So it was put out, that Silverfield. We know that the press conference isn't going to be until Thursday, due to Y'all's boy, not really. Hunter Yurachek having his CFP thing Tuesday night, but supposedly Silverfield's going to be going and trying to essentially flip the in-state players that are committed to Power 4 schools, not named Arkansas. So, what's that? Danny Beal, he's the number one player in the state. He's currently committed to Ole Miss. He's a 6'3.5", 315-pound defensive lineman. Never know what's going to happen. Ole Miss has made their defensive coordinator their permanent head coach moving forward. It's not an interim tag. It's the permanent head coaching position. So he could stay at Ole Miss, but Lane Kiffin not being there changes things. You've got, let's see, Terry Hodges. He's a Mizzou commit. 6 foot, 180-pound running back. Anthony Kennedy, 6'3.5", 334 defensive lineman, committed to, or he's not committed yet. And neither is Danny Beal. I guess that they have crystal balls to their schools. Kennedy's crystal balls to Miami. Matthew Nelson, 6'5", 215 edge from Bryant, who is committed to OU. Just scrolling on down, I would assume that comes from this. You got Brody Jones, 6'3", 175 safety out of Fayetteville, committed to Mizzou. Sitting at number 17, you've got Kane Archer, which committed to Utah. With that, though, there is a quarterback being looked at. 6'4", 6'4.5", 220 pounds, 4-star. Number 11 QB in the country, AJ Hill out of Warren Robins, Georgia.
Yep. Houston County.
Class of 220 or class of 25. Yep. So he's about to graduate. Well, class of 25. That means he already would have graduated. Did he reclassify?
Who knows?
But essentially, Silverfield's obviously the easiest targets are the ones that are in the state of Arkansas. And some of them he's probably had conversations with before, being in proximity to Memphis. So we'll see what he can do. Give him time, whatever. Like I said, I'm not coming after him in any way, shape, or form. I'm here to support him. You hope that he turns things around. We've seen how the previous regime recruited within the state of Arkansas, and it wasn't that great. So maybe he can find something between, the Arkansas-Memphis pipeline. We'll see what happens.
If you understand I-40, you can recruit.
Yeah. And
You know,
I did hear that was one of the positives, was that he had a lot of good relations with the coaches in state, and that he was recommended by some of the coaches in state, high school coaches in state, being Silverfield. So there's a positive.
gotcha. All right, so that is the wrap on that segment of Hog News. I do want to get Jay's comment real quick. Nothing against Silverfield, but it sucks to see other teams go out and literally take the coach they want, and we seem to always settle. I believe Silverfield is option 3 after Franklin took the Virginia Tech job. Great comment there, Jay. I will just say this. If I'm being honest, just hear me out here, guys. James Franklin was the best available option for this coaching cycle, period.
Mm-hmm.
So it was Franklin or everybody else. And at some point, we started looking at it, somebody like Summerall. We talked about this the other show, where Summerall is now in another tier of coaches just because of the proximity of where he is and what jobs could be available to him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, if you do your own research, Golish, Silverfield, and
Eric Morris
and Summerall, they're all the same coach. They're all the same coach. I think the only difference that I would throw out there, the caveat, I don't know many schools that were actually reaching to hire Silverfield as their head coach. I'm sure it was some schools, but it wasn't publicly, as we knew Golish was a major target for different schools.
I heard he was a backup for Oklahoma State, and UCLA was interested in him being Silverfield.
Right, a backup, but he's not a primary
Mm-hmm.
target. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, it was Franklin, and then it was everybody else. Unless you went and pulled somebody who was a standing head coach at a university, they're all the same guy. But I think it's very frustrating to hear for a couple of days, oh, this Golish guy, who is this guy? And they start calling, I think I seen Boz and somebody else, Sullivan, on the interview saying, the Russian boar. I'm like, y'all came with a nickname for motherfucker who ain't coming. Like, y'all got to learn, like, just relax. Until it's official, just relax. Like, I know we're exciting. We want somebody to come and be the savior for the university, the football team. Sometimes you got to wait it out. So we end up getting a backup plan. And I'm sure the Bobby motherfucking Petrino faithful is they in their feelings. They upset about it. So I get it. Like I said, there's no knock on you guys and what you guys wanted, but at the same time, we got somebody who actually wants to be here, and let's try to give him time to see what happens with it. Transplant text and lackluster settle. Yeah, I knew he was gonna settle. I told you that. 100-year check, signature hire. Absolutely. Brian comment. To me, it's all the rumors of the leadership costing us better candidates because they were unorganized and didn't have a plan. I like that. We have heard this for the last 2 coaching searches. Absolutely. It's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it starts at the top, and if they can't get it together, then as fans, we end up being in shambles because we are mostly attached to this. For them, it's just business. Ann says, I am a football ticket holder, and I may not renew my tickets for next year. Rightfully so. I understand it is your hard-earned money. They passed on Morris, waiting on Golish. I try to tell y'all, Morris was the dude.
Morris, from what I told, we were about to offer, but Oklahoma State told him now or never, and so he just took it. That's what I'm told.
But if you have a better offer, you don't even worry about Oklahoma State. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you present to them the intangibles that can come with being the head coach of University of Arkansas, you don't even consider that. Because now you say, hey, I'm in the SEC, I'm in Arkansas, I got a chance to start from scratch, from ground zero, literally, and make it what I want to make it. This BLT even who knows? Who knows? Do we need his salary to be that much to be competitive? What was Sam Pittman making before he got fired?
6.
So you still got a discounted rate, and I feel like if you got Bob Petrino, you probably would have paid him more. You probably would have paid Bob Petrino more, to be honest with you. So either way it go, we until we're ready to drop 9-10 million on the coach, I don't consider us to be swinging for the fences. Smoking mirrors, high for yeah. Got it. Tyler, does anyone else get a Razorback Foundation email asking for at least $50 to support our new coach? Oh, they already sent out email for the new coach.
Mm.
Haven't checked my
Hey,
email.
if y'all still want to do it, the Razorback raffle comes out tomorrow for basketball. Ooh,
Maybe somebody who actually, well, the last guy, he actually worked. He's a regular person, so he won.
do we know that for sure?
We don't, but they probably listened to you and said that
Hey,
it was rigged.
look,
Yeah.
just hang on real quick. This is what it is.
Join me for these intriguing and fascinating cases of tonight's edition of Unsolved Mysteries.
Telling you.
Wow. Uninsured check giving a bad feel for all of us hunters out there. I refuse to call him that. Just Hunter, just HY for short, so I don't ruin my own name. Got it. Hunter, I get it.
I'm ready for the petty moments if y'all are.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Because it's already 9:09. This is gonna do. Yeah, I'll just play this little video to like set us up. Y'all ready?
Interesting.
No, it's just y'all have seen this before. I posted this before. Did your mic not work?
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to figure out what the hell Hart had going on over there.
No telling.
You just never damn know. You never damn know. All right. Did I mention Hunter your check was a bitch? Did I say that? I don't know.
Not in those words. No.
Yeah, I just said it again. Just in case,
You bitch.
Yeah. That's yeah. Either way it go. The hat is on, about to pop off. Sir, go ahead and let it do what it do. Let's hear it. Let's hear about it.
I don't know where I want to start with this.
It
So
doesn't matter. It don't matter.
I am just honestly like sick of Arkansas being the fucking laughing stock of whether it's the SEC, whether it's the NCAA, whether it's your punk ass going on national television 2 weeks in a row and making a fool of yourself. When then we have to come back to all the fans talking shit about Arkansas and to be like, hey, we know we deal with this dude all the time. This right here, what's happened with Silverfield, and again, this is not a shot at Ryan Silverfield. This has nothing to do with him. And you've had the opportunity on multiple occasions to bring in a bigger name head coach, and you have whiffed every single time. At least this time, we didn't get a position coach as the next head coach at the University of Arkansas. We have somebody that actually has head coaching experience. But I've never seen an athletic director, a board, or whatever that is so out of touch with the fan base, and it is ridiculous. This was the most important hire in God knows how long in this football program, and you chose to dick around. And whether it's compete with others or go against other schools competing offers, whether it's whatever else, you failed. You don't give a shit. You got bailed out in your basketball hire because John Tyson forked over the money. You don't want to be here. You just need to go. And I don't know what it is that is keeping you here other than you maybe can't find another job. Well, yeah, there's money too. What does he make? $1.5 million?
Well, I'm just saying, getting paid.
Man, and then whatever. I'm sorry, you still can't tell me otherwise that deal with Blueprint Sports you weren't getting some kind of kickback from. Because why else can't we see the contract? Because
we didn't have a contract.
Well, yeah, but then if you didn't have a contract, why did y'all sever ties all of a sudden? It's all bullshit. I'm tired of the smoke and mirrors. Also, by the way, you go and you meet the new head coach and his wife for him to sign. And can we get the same fucking color red shirts on?
Dude.
Like, seriously. I'm sick of this. And all the fans that like have irritation, like, oh, that's not our colors. We're whatever color our jerseys are, this, that, and the other. Your own athletic director can't even wear the same color red when he's going to meet the new head coach. Like, it's just, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of this dude. I will continue to put out shirt after shirt making fun of him. And I had somebody that hopped into my comments that it wasn't a good look for the university. I'm sorry. My little piddly shirt designs aren't going to fuck up this university more than he already has. I'm done.
6'7". That's going to hurt the university more than any t-shirt.
Lame as hell. Go ahead, Hart. What you got?
I'm trying to think of something different than what he just said because that's pretty much all my feelings. I'm tired of Yurachek. I'm tired of him screwing up everything. Like we said earlier, he hasn't landed the naming rights for the stadium. He's screwed up the coaching hire. He's fumbled two coaches, being Kiffin and this, and then you have honestly, I'm losing a little bit of trust with the board because of them being hesitant to pull the trigger. Because I mean, we got that news a while back that he could be out, and it came from credible sources that something was happening. And we've already told y'all about the issues with him and Chancellor Robinson and him not liking each other because he publicly backed the other person that was running for the chancellor position. I forgot their name, but there's so many things that he has made the wrong decision on when it comes to our athletic department, and the lack of running NIL or raising NIL, and just having opportunities to really to be at the forefront of a lot of these topics, and has passed on it. And it's just we're tired of being a public laughingstock, basically. And I think a lot of people are starting to somewhat realize it, that we may not be a football school, and it may not be because of our decisions, our wants, but the people up there that are making the decision. And it makes me wonder, are we being sabotaged? Because I mean, you hear that some of the pro teams are most profitable when they're losing. Um, are we doing that? Are they making more money up there? Maybe they're getting kickbacks. Because I mean, how are we making all of these? Was the budget that we get, or the athletic department gets 160? I can't remember the exact number, million a year. We're about to renegotiate the SEC network. So it's hard to see all this money come in. And then you go look at, say, Ryan in our admin chat. He'll sit there and talk about how Southern Miss, their lights on their baseball field go dark, and make all these symbols and signs and stuff like that. All this cool stuff you see, like Alabama. What are we doing? What are we doing with all this money that has been given to them that they haven't spent on NIL doing revenue sharing? Where is all this money going? Is my question. Other than buyouts, and we say, yeah, it's a lot of money for buyouts, but you look at LSU, they're paying $12 million a year for 7 years for Kiffin now. They just paid a $54-ish million buyout for Kelly, Brian Kelly, and then you have 40 some odd million for the rest of the offense, or for the rest of the LSU football staff. So you're looking at $100 million they pay to get rid of a guy, almost $100 million to hire just the head coach. They're talking about bringing in rumors of Ed Orgeron possibly coming in as their defensive coordinator, and he's bringing his entire GM. He's coming with the whole set. They care about football enough there that their damn governor got involved.
Yeah.
Now you can like it or not,
Our
but they
governor
care
needs to
that.
stay the fuck away.
Yeah, that's why I said you can like it or not. But because our governor wants us to play Arkansas State, maybe she saw something, knows something there. But
Well, they make bowl games. We don't.
right. But here's one thing I will say. I was told by somebody that was formerly in the department. They told me when they were talking to Sam at their interview, he said that the SEC will never give you anything, meaning Arkansas. And I've thought about it, and you look at the schedules that we get, usually near the toughest in the nation. You look at all the bad calls we get. I'm not saying every call is a bad call or every game's lost by officiating, but we've had some pretty egregious and obvious calls that have gone against us. And it just feels like there really is something going on. And maybe somebody's just saying, all right, we'll just let Jeff Long and Hunter Yurchek run the playoff committee and look like they're, really important. And maybe it'll help make Arkansas feel better about it. But all along, we're going to be screwing you conference wise, and the way this keeps going, it makes me feel like that could be a real thing.
Mark Stoops is out.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah.
Hey, before you go on your rant, just a little break so you can take a deep breath. Pro Hog News. Treylon Burks scored his second NFL touchdown tonight.
That's what's up. What roster?
Here we go. I got the video.
Washington.
Okay, good. Run it.
Mariota to the back. Oh, he caught it! Burks! Unbelievable touchdown!
I pray that young man stays healthy and has a wonderful career until he's ready to lead the game. He is uber talented. He just couldn't stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hell of an athletic catch he just made right there. You guys touched on Hunter Yurchek. I'll leave it where it's at. I don't have any hatred for Silverfield. I don't even know the man. I want to give him opportunity. But I guess I want to look at how the fuck did we get here? When Sam Pittman won 8 games, that was your opportunity to ride off into the sunset. Sir, your job was to bridge the damn gap between Chad Morris, left lane, hammer down, bullshit ass car salesman shit. When he did his thing, Sam Pittman came in. I've been saying every year, Sam Pittman has been behind on the landscape of college football every year he was the head coach. Nick Saban was coaching defensive backs at Alabama. How the hell you wait to damn year 5 to be like, I'm going to start being an AD, the GA for the damn offensive line? You had to fire Cody Kennedy because he stayed too fucking long and let your quarterback get his ass kicked every week. That was crazy. Then you turn around, you had T. Will running your defense. You let him do his thing. You want to be the CEO, Sam Pittman. I get it. You were so unaware of the landscape of college football because in the beginning you were against NIL. You were against transfer portal. You wanted to get guys, 25 dudes from high school, and then actually, you know what I'm saying, develop these guys and to be professional guys. When you came here as the offensive line guru, we haven't seen one offensive lineman from high school that you recruited actually went to the damn league. They all transferred out. SMU, Ole Miss. They went everywhere else but Arkansas and dominated on the line of scrimmage. At some point, we had to recognize Sam Pittman stayed 2 years too long. And that falls back on Hunter Yurchek, the Board of Trustees. It was an opportunity where you had an opportunity to go get Campbell. You had an opportunity to go get other coaches who were available at that time frame after the 8-4 season. Even if you kept them the season afterwards. The conversation should have been had a long time ago, sir. We need you to be a stopgap person. We need you to make sure we get the money going. We need the attendance to keep going up. But this is the longest that you need to stay at the University of Arkansas as the head coach. Because you hired Deion Sanders and said that you didn't hire him. He had the best interview, but he had no head coaching experience. And then you hired an offensive line coach, not a coordinator, an offensive line coach.
With no head coaching experience.
Right. No head coaching. Thank you. That's what I'm getting at. So I look back to a time where we had a decently young, energetic guy come in from a school that most people weren't familiar with. That was Houston Nutt.
Mm-hmm.
So between Houston Nutt's tenure to now, this is what we've been dealing with. And it's a disgrace to be the school that you are, to be the only show in town, if you do not fucking get it right year after year, tenure after tenure, and you just don't care. And it's frustrating for the fans who spend their hard-earned money to go sit in those doggone seats and try to cheer on the home state. You let all these players that you do, because you don't produce a lot of talent, the ones that you do produce, you let them go outside the state. There is no border that locks down the state of Arkansas with the talent. How is the city of Texarkana, Arkansas side, Texas side, produce that many Division I and NFL players, and we don't get them? The last guy you remember that you probably know was from there was Landon Jackson. Landon Jackson went to LSU and wasn't cutting the mustard and ended up back at Arkansas. How do we not get these players? How do we not covet Central, and Southern Arkansas. Where are those players at?
Can I chime in here?
Do it.
I don't know if y'all noticed yesterday, besides the Julian or the Jalen Catalon sighting, there was a guy on Mizzou. He was a redshirt senior cornerback. His name was Dre Norwood from Fort Smith Northside. His brother, Trey Norwood, from Fort Smith Northside, who went to OU and then went and played for the Steelers. These are two kids from 45 minutes away that both went to OU and Missouri because the previous regime wouldn't give them a look.
Yep. And their aunt, Tiffany Norwood, I went to school with her. She was a cheerleader for the University of Arkansas.
Yeah.
How do you not keep these kids in state? It's lackluster on the effort. I look at the thing that Sam Pittman did. Once again, he was behind the times to let him stay too long. This whole Bobby Petrino thing, I'm going to just go ahead and tell y'all. I know y'all like him. I know it's nostalgic. It makes you think about when you used to go to bed at night and watch MASH come on at night. It's nostalgic. It's fucking done. No 17 or 18-year-old knows who the fuck Bob Petrino is. They got to go on YouTube to even look at 2011 Arkansas. They don't know he coached Lamar Jackson. They don't know that. He's unrelatable to these players. So I get it. I understand the nostalgia that comes with it. His tenure here, he was great. He had Ryan Mallett, all these great receivers. I get it. It's done. Now, with all that being said, I'm damn near afraid to find out where Bob Petrino going to land.
Memphis.
Bob Petrino going to fuck around and land somewhere where we got to play him.
100%. He's going to go be Ole Miss's new offensive coordinator or some shit.
Y'all think I'm playing, but I'm dead ass, right? Like, it's something about that. Like, and it's just interesting how we got to this point. Like I said, I wish Silverfield the best. I do know, and I seen the comment, somebody else knows that 3-0 versus Golish.
And 2-0 versus Summerall.
See what I'm saying? So once you get off your soapbox and stop listening to the bullshit that everybody else talking, do your own research. I know we live in a place in 2025 when people say something, we just believe it and we run with it without doing our own research. Do your research. Somebody else.
They're going to put it on a graphic with an image of a coach and some words, and that's what we do these days, whether it's sports, politics, your local news, whatever. We just throw some bullshit information onto a graphic. Y'all take it and run with it rather than checking out if it's true or not.
Jay Johnson, I seen you made the comment about him being the offensive line Sam Pittman 2.0. The difference is he was at two NFLs. He was at two NFL teams doing this thing.
What were they? I haven't even cared to look it up, to be honest with you.
Detroit and Minnesota.
Okay.
So he got some NFL experience, which makes me think you took Memphis and beat Arkansas ass with a backup quarterback and let him carry a 300-pound defensive lineman on his back. If you can do that at Memphis, and if Arkansas is decently about what they say they're about in regards to the money, you can do it at Arkansas. St. Michelle said if Vandy can do it, why come Arkansas can't? They can. It just has to be the right guy. I don't know. I won't speak on how great he will be. I think it will take time. Somebody else said that all the other coaches get 6 years. They did. He got 5. So I don't know what that's about. Either way it go, I think he's a guy who, the fact that you bring your own GM with you lets you know the university you're going to is on bullshit.
And for us that are saying, oh, Silverfield better than Petrino, not where you feel, okay. At no feelings at all in this, I look at and think that Petrino's time has passed. I would go with a younger coach in this day and age. I mean, that's all there is to it. Everybody keeps clamoring on like Bobby this, Bobby that. What you're holding on to is 15 years ago.
Yep.
You're not holding on to Bobby Petrino today because guess what? The last season that he was head coach of a real, like when I say real, this is not a shot at Western Kentucky. This is not a shot at Missouri State. But at Louisville, he went 2-8. So what are we holding on to with Bobby Petrino? You got a sample size this year of it more one possession losses. I mean, I know that he was kind of checked out yesterday, but to say in that press conference afterwards that you pulled KJ because that was your plan,
Yeah.
Fuck, you're playing at that point.
Yeah.
You scored a touchdown and then you pull them because that's what you planned. No,
Right.
it's a dude that's checked out.
15 years ago, do you know how much you weighed 15 years ago?
What year was that?
Do you know what your hairline was 15 years ago?
Pretty close to the same.
It was the same.
Now.
Well, I know y'all. I'm just saying. Some people hairline is in a recession. Yeah.
15 years ago, I probably weighed close to 300 pounds.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you know where life was 15 years ago versus 2025?
My daughter was 2.
See what I'm saying? Like, so it's a lot that can change over time. And I get it. That's a fun memory. I get that spin the block on Houston and making them Adelaide. I get all of it. I do. But at some point, we have to get to a point where we're going to move on. We're going to move on. We hope that you're going to join us.
Gruden's going to get a serious look at USF.
What did John Gruden go to UCLA?
I bet they get that Chesney dude from James Madison or Penn State. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Well, and Penn State's going to be interviewing Josh Heupel supposedly, so there could be another job opening. Hey, and guess what? I hope that everybody's rooting for Ole Miss to win the national championship because I think it would be funny as shit if they won it and didn't let Lane Kiffin coach because they're not going to let him coach anymore.
See, this person gets it. He's a bitch. He's a bitch.
Hey, instead of doing those petitions online to like have Chuck Barrett removed as the voice of the Razorbacks, why aren't we doing it to remove Hunter Yurchek as the athletic director? And here's the thing, too. Chuck Barrett, you can call all the games you want to call. I'm just tired of your radio show.
Tired of your shit. I do got a question here in the comments. I think this from Derek. All right.
So when can we expect Scanlon? When Hunter goes?
Yeah, when Hunter's gone, I've heard Scanlon and or maybe Nutt are the two names I heard. I think Scanlon's the far away leader.
I think that Houston Nutt just needs to be an ambassador. If you want a fundraiser for NIL, put Houston Nutt ahead of it.
Yeah.
Brad,
let him be your fundraiser.
Brad, I'm with you. The fact that he's fed up with NIL and Arkansas said they want to stand on business with NIL, what he did to get his team in the college playoff, having Scat Pack and Levitt do their thing, I like what he built. That was definitely one of the guys. So
yeah, and we didn't offer. I saw the comment up there. We didn't offer Eric Morris. We interviewed him and Oklahoma State was the one that basically said you're not waiting around for other offers, accept it or go. He was just in Arkansas's like top 3 or 4 or whatever.
Joseph, yeah, we playing gorilla ball. We wasn't playing gorilla ball.
We don't know how to. We play it safe with everything, and we still end up in the same position every single time.
Yep. Gotcha. Yep. We're gonna find out
what.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's now basketball season. Football's behind us. Everybody show up Wednesday that has tickets. Arkansas versus number 6 Louisville.
I'll be at the game Saturday against Fresno State.
He's signing autographs.
Yeah. Matter of fact, if you at the game and you see Mr. Hart, y'all take a picture and tag us in this shit. Because he act like he's shy in public.
Yeah, I didn't meet anybody at the Arkansas Texas A&M game. Sad day. I was even wearing a Petty AF shirt. Nothing.
Well, this is the thing.
I'm also very standoffish. So
there you go. That's the thing. Because you change your profile picture with the same picture. Me and Hart was talking about that. Said this motherfucker just copy and paste his own picture.
Why are y'all talking about another dude's profile pictures?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Touche. Gotcha. All right. Are we missing something else we need to get on before we get out of here? Because he running
one more shout out to Treylon Burks. We're gonna run this back.
Mariota to the back. Oh, he caught it! Burks! Unbelievable touchdown!
Like, okay, now I got to finish. And finishing on a guy that size is harder than you think.
Hey, yo!
You couldn't help yourself, did you? You couldn't help yourself. Jeff
done.
Long 2.0. Jeff Long 2.0. Gotcha.
Where's Jeff Long at?
Who knows?
He's living in Northwest Arkansas, if I recall.
Can we put the train horn in the portal? You know what, Ty? I think I'm gonna talk to DJ Derek. And just find out like what is up with the playlist with this fucking 2002 playlist that you got. Like, is that an SEC? No, it's not. Because other schools do it. They do other things very well. And meanwhile, we're playing boots with the fur, and it's out of pocket.
We hope the NIL budget's going up 2 to 3 times what it was this season. We hope.
Gotcha. I will say this as we go ahead. I'm sorry.
I did get a text. That's what I was actually doing when is I got a text, somebody telling me that LSU's paying $25 million for NIL. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's.
I thought it was 30 initially. Either way it goes, it's more than what Arkansas doing. So I get it. He's gonna be able to write his own check. So it is what it is. I do want.
We touched on that last week.
Yeah.
The WWE belts saying WWE on them and not having the custom ones that have their logo on it.
Yeah. How are we looking in the pick'em this week?
I think you're gonna be still tired. Because we all missed the Texas A&M game.
Yep.
And then the Baltimore game.
Fucking with your boys.
Did the Bills? Did y'all win?
We weren't on the pick'em, sir. So it doesn't.
But did y'all win? Because you were sending bullshit graphics. We're top of the AFC North, but we're tied.
Moving on with the show. Yeah, it is what it is. Our quarterback got hurt.
Oh, that's what it is. You have.
Who?
You have Mason Rudolph? Yeah.
He's a bitch. Matter of fact, because he got hit in the helmet. He got hit in the head with that fucking helmet.
I was going to say that.
He should have passed the fuck out. Like, he never should have been playing. Like, we drafted a quarterback from Ohio State who won a championship last year. Play his ass. I don't want to see fucking Mason Rudolph with that thick ass mustache. I'm sick of his ass. He trained. I'm sick of it.
Are we done?
Yeah. Hold on. He hired.
Yeah. True story.
Big facts. Still looking for sponsorship. If you're still in here, we definitely appreciate you guys and what you've been doing. If you have a business, large or small business, we create 2 packages or sponsorship. Yeah. So don't do that. Don't do that. We create 2 packages for sponsorship. So if you have a large business, there's a separate one for you. If you have a smaller business, then we have that for you as well. If you're interested in having your show on here to be a sponsor to get your advertisement on the show, we definitely appreciate that. It's a very sad. It's sad. Who? MASH. You don't remember MASH? That's when you knew it was time to go to sleep. When MASH came on, there was a time. I guess I'm telling my age, but shit, it was time when TV cut off.
I mean, it still comes on,
but it's not like the last show on TV.
No,
it was MASH, and then it was like the national anthem or something.
And then you're waking up at 3:00 in the morning to Celine Dion infomercial.
There you go. This is a real thing, and I'm glad somebody else said this while I was thinking it. Bob Petrino to Kentucky, that could be a real thing.
He's not going to be a head coach in the SEC. Here's the thing: if he was going to be, why was his name not linked to anywhere during this whole run of open vacancies?
He was a serious candidate to stay at Arkansas, per the fans. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so now that he's been out of the picture, how come his name's not being linked anywhere?
Because other people are getting fired. You act like I'm making this up. We've seen Stranger Things, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I watched the first half of season 5 this week. 4 episodes. Got 4 more to go. However many more to go.
Yeah. Oh. Appreciate y'all.